Model scheduler is the next option we will speak about. We can open all studios or we can open it on offices, as you see below. In the first row here, it will be displayed the model's name. Then we have the possibility to mark this shift as an absence if the model is not present. To add earnings for this shift, annual earnings. The possibility to add a review, a comment, to delete shift, or simply edit shift. For example, if you have already activated the penalties, if this model will not be present at the time for the shift, and she will send the message, for example, okay, I will be late for 10 minutes, and she has already activated the penalties for the account. Then we can make the following thing. We can leave a comment section, and we will leave a comment, for example, she announced that she will be late for 5 minutes. In this case, if we leave this comment, from what you can see, it's already updated here. If we leave this comment and she has activated the automatical penalties, the penalties will not be applied, and the model will cover her time. Of course, it depends by who manages the account. It won't be every time the owner. So it can be the manager, it can be the trainer, and as much accesses the trainer or the manager will have, as many options we will have available here. So these accesses are set in the panel when you add a staff person, as we spoke in the previous tutorials we had. Of course, we can set up the period we want informations for from above here, the start date and the end of the period we want to be displayed. Then simply go. And one more thing I want to show you about editing the sheets. Let's say, for example, you have a model that needs a training in one day, and in the same day or the second day she has a shift of 8 hours. For example, she spends 2 hours in training, and you want her to recover that time in the following shift. She has an 8-hour shift, and for sure we will have to set up a 6-hour shift for her next day. So we enter here, we select the shift for the room of the studio, then we select the start date, say 9 a.m. okay, from 9 a.m. to 15 or 3 p.m. okay, then simply save. Why can we do this? The model can recover her time and not be penalized. For example, if the model would go in that day and she would stay only 6 from 8 hours, if you have automatical penalties on, then the model will be penalized. If you set up the shift for her shorter, she can successfully finish her entire shift without being applied any penalties. So this is an interesting thing you can use this function for. And for sure, if you have, for example, one model has a problem in one day or she cannot come at the fixed hour, you can make changements. To provide you another example, we will go to the penalties in software settings and penalty settings. As you see, we have penalties available. Let's make some changements and save it. $8 for an absence, let's say $4 for incomplete shifts, and $2 for deleting the shifts. This is the penalty it's gonna be applied in case the shift will be deleted. Now everything was saved, and let's go now back to the model's scheduler. In this moment, if we want to delete a shift, you will see that the system is automatically asking you if you are sure about this, and that deleting this shift will apply a warning to model's account. The warning with the penalty we just registered before. Okay, so if the shift is deleted at the request of the model, then a penalty will be applied. If not, and she only changes the room, we can set yes, it's already scheduled for shift in other room. If we select this, then we can set up yes, and the shift was deleted without being any penalty applied for the model in course. Also in edit, you can add online or offline time seconds that will be updated on the model's panel. So you can come here and add, for example, here we have 3600 seconds, that means 1 hour of online time, and 200 seconds of offline time. This can be manually adjusted if you want to edit it. Next to the add shifts, we have orange button with a smiley face on it. From here you can add a new vacation shift for a model that usually works in this room. You can add the model name from this list and simply press add. A shift will be added. What is this useful for? In case you have models that are paid per hour, and you have a model that has some minutes that are missing from some shifts, and you want to give her the full payments for those shifts, you can add her an extra shift from here that will accumulate, and she will have all the time covered, so she can receive all her earnings for the month. And as we spoke in the previous videos, when we were setting details about the reviews that shall be completed after the model's shifts, why are these reviews important? Of course, after every shift, the trainer or the person who supervises this model can add a review. It is suggested that at least once in 3 shifts a review be added, because the progress of the model will be impacted by these reviews as well. So if you want to your model to progress, you will need to keep an evidence with good or bad reviews or things that you want to add about him or her to improve her or his qualities. So for example, you can add a review of this shift, very good. The remarks visible to the model: she was happy, she was a bit upset, she was nice, she was smiling all the time. Chat performance, the way she was interacting with users, and right here you can choose some files or some print screens. So this option is very important and you have to keep it in mind.